Welcome, viewers. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to another episode of Real Money Matters. I am so glad that you have tuned in to join us this day. Today is Valentine's Day, and I want to say a happy Valentine's Day to those who are viewing. I'm so glad it's been a minute. We haven't been here, but I'm so excited to be back today in front of you to bring an awareness to you that your money matters. It matters what you make, it matters what you spend, it matters what you save, and it matters how you manage the money you've worked hard for and that's been entrusted to you. I'm so excited today. We have some good things and great things in store for you. This year has started out phenomenal, and I'm so excited about the things that I'm going to be sharing with you later on in the show. You have to call a friend, call a neighbor, let them know Real Money Matters is on the air live now. And yes, we are going to revisit the B word. Oh my, the B word. Yes, a budget. Why? It's not a bad word, but it is the best word for your money. And I hope and trust that over these past months that you have taken notes, that you've gained momentum. This is the time for momentum. Yes, we've got the ball rolling. We're moving, we're snowballing, and it's increasing and it's increasing. And I am encouraging you. Today's show is going to help you get on track even further and to see where you are. We want to analyze where you are. The steps you've taken to get your budget in order. Yes, we're going to balance that budget. We're going to tell our money where to go because we don't want it to leave without our permission. And yes, this program is designed to help you with that. Not only financially, but even whatever you do, however you live your life financially, it's going to spill over into the rest of your life. And so we're going to bring you a guest today. Yes, a guest is going to come on and talk about the championing you. We're going to give you some specific tools that's going to help you to be successful in this year. This is the year of double. This is 2014, and we are going to increase more. We're going to see more, and you're going to see it's accelerating and it's happening fast. So you don't want to miss this show. We're going to do a review of some of the things that we've gone over the past months. I tell you, we've identified our income, our expenses. Hopefully you got yourself in a savings plan. I'm telling you, I'm back on track with mine, and it is going to be so good. You don't want to miss out. I had implemented last month or last time I was here about a savings plan that was really going to get you in a good position at the end of the year. And I tell you, we have to have a plan. You know what a budget is? A budget is just a plan for your spending. You have to have a plan. You got to write that plan, and you got to make it clear. The vision of where you want to go. Set your goals financially, physically, spiritually. You have to have goals in life, because if you don't have a goal, you don't know if you don't know the measurables. You don't know if you're achieving them or not. So if I have a goal to save $1,000 and I haven't saved anything, then I haven't. You can have a measurable, say, well, I haven't saved anything and I still got to save $1,000, or I've saved $10, so now I still got to save $990. So we need to set goals. We have to set goals for our life. Every day we get up, we have to make a decision to succeed. I tell you, depending on how you commit to your decision will decide if you're successful or not. And I tell you, you can do it. You can be successful. And I'm so excited. We want to position you for success this year. We're going to have strategies and goals that's going to help you to organize your finances, organize your life, and starts with a plan. And you have to have a plan for your spending. You have to have a plan for your life. And you have to do it on purpose. On purpose. You have to aim for it. And that's what the goals are. They help you to aim for your goals that you have design that works for your life. And guess what? You have to design them for your life. You can't design them based on somebody else's life and their achievements. You have to look within yourself. What is it that you want to accomplish, and where is it that you want to go, and get yourself in a better position so that you can be a help to others. You want to be a good example. Excuse me. I had a saying once I heard long ago, and oftentimes when I'm dealing with different situations, I think about this quote, and it says, if you can't be a good example, then you have to be a horrible warning. Oh my gosh, you don't want to be a horrible warning. You don't want somebody to look at your life and say, oh, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that. So you want to be a good example. So what involved with that? You have to make good choices. And I tell you, sometimes making those choices are challenging because this flesh wants to do what it wants to do. But if we discipline ourselves, and a lot of this stuff comes when we need to discipline. I know I should call it the D word, right? Just like we have the B word, I'm going to have all these sayings here. The D word, discipline. Oh my gosh, discipline, it doesn't feel good when you're doing it, but the results are so incredible. They're so phenomenal. They're so rewarding for you. If you know you've disciplined, for instance, and losing weight. A lot of people want to lose weight, right? And so what happens is you have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline your eating, and you got to have a plan. You have a plan for eating. You have a plan for exercise. It's a multitude of things that just go into being healthy. It's not just exercising or just eating. It's a combination of things. And so even financially, you think about your budget. Your budget may need to lose weight. You ever thought about that? Perhaps you're overspending in other areas. So what happens is you have to develop a discipline, the D word, a discipline to allow you to get to that place. Because guess what? Whether you do it or not, things can be challenging. Life can be challenging, and it is. Life is life. And so we have to face it with an attitude of championship that I can do this and I can reach this goal. And I think I'm getting ahead of myself because I know our guest is going to come on and tell you some important things about that as well. But I want you to be prepared. You have to call a friend, let them know, a neighbor, let them know Real Money Matters is on, and we are live right here in the studio here with Kevin Lewis. I tell you, he is doing a great job here at ItsWebTV, bringing you these shows live and then on demand. If you miss them or if you didn't get to jot down all of your notes or you had some more questions, then you can go back and view it at your leisure. Oh my gosh, that's a wonderful tool, and I'm so grateful for that today. So I want you to call a friend, call a neighbor, let them know Real Money Matters is on the air. I would love to hear from you. If you could send me your email, any questions or concerns or anything, topics you would like to hear discussed, please send me an email. You can email me at realmoneymatters@RachelRKennedy.com. That again is realmoneymatters@RachelRKennedy.com. And also I encourage you to go visit my website. My website, there has budgeting tools and tips and things that's going to help you to be successful in developing your budget. And if you have questions, email me and I'd be glad to get back with you on that. Again, and my website address is www.RachelRKennedy.com. RachelRKennedy.com. That's me. So go and visit my website, like me on Facebook, all of that good stuff. And I'd love to hear from you and connect with you because I want you to be successful in life. I want you to achieve your goals, and I want to help you to set those goals. If you're not sure what it is you want to accomplish, perhaps we can dialogue about it and give you some thoughts, and then you can come up. Because at the end of the day, you have to do the work. I can tell you, I can coach you, I can give you tips and tools, but at the end of the day, you have to do the work. You have to actively participate in the process. That's what it's going to take. So I encourage you to call a friend, call a neighbor, let them know we're on the air. We're getting ready to go into another segment real soon here, and I have this guest. You are going to be so glad that you tuned in today. I'm telling you, we're going to go over some important information. But before we go, I want to give you a quote for today. And I want to talk about organizing, because you have to organize to get yourself in a place where you know where you're going. And so my quote for today is, organizing is what you do before you do something, so that when you do it, it's not all mixed up. That's what organizing is. And that is what we want you to do. Organize your life, not just your finances, your physical. It's a whole lifestyle that we want you to we want you to organize, because it's going to help you. Chaos is so confusing, and it just keeps you in a state of confusion. And so chaos is not good, but organization is good. Like I said, we have a guest that's going to come on real soon. He is the president and CEO of Lionheart Enterprises, and he's written journals to help you be successful. He is very passionate about what he's bringing to us today. And so I want you to know he's going to talk about the 3 key points that's going to bring manifest destiny into your life. So that's what we want. We want the manifestation of our destiny, and it's going to come to you today with 3 important tips and goals. So tell a friend, tell a neighbor, let them know Real Money Matters is on the air. We're going to get ready to bring him on very shortly. Get you some tea, a cup of coffee, or whatever it is, your favorite drink. Pad of note paper so that you can jot down notes and questions, because we are here, yes, to answer your questions as well. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back shortly. Thank you. so glad that you joined us in. It's not too late to call a friend, call a neighbor, let them know Real Money Matters is on the air. We are addressing issues that are going to help you be successful this year. We are positioning ourselves for success. Hopefully last year you followed some of the keys and the tools that we've provided for you in order to get you to that place. And today I have a special guest, a wonderful young man I've known for years. He's passionate about what he does, and he's going to talk to us today about Manifest Destiny and give us some important tips on how to get our destiny manifested in the natural. And that's none other. He has a radio web show network that comes on the Impact Network, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and he comes on weekly live, so after this time you can still view him, and that is none other than Miles Miller. Miles, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Rachel. This is an absolute honor to be here today.
Oh man, I tell you, we had a great time in the studio on last week.
Yes.
This week, yeah,
Yes.
I was there on your show, and we were talking about financial things, and I thought it'd be appropriate to bring you here because you have some important tools that's going to help us manifest our destiny. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I've been studying and researching personal development for years. I'm a life coach, a speaker myself, and there's some things that over the course of time and throughout my research, throughout my studies, I noticed that it gets people going, it gets people moving in the right direction. And it's three things.
Okay.
And I call it the 3 stages of dream realization, which falls under my Manifest Destiny conference series.
Okay.
And it starts with the goal. The goal is the first thing. Very first thing. You cannot go anywhere without a goal, like you were saying before.
Yes.
With the B word.
Yes.
The B word is really a goal.
Yes.
It's a goal.
It is.
You have
It's
to
a
start
plan.
somewhere.
Yes.
Success has it wants to be told what to do. It wants to be pointed.
Yes.
So if you start with a goal in mind, you know where you want to go.
Yes.
If I, for instance, to come out to do an interview today, I knew I had to go to a certain destination.
Yes.
So you start with the end from the beginning.
Yes.
So the goal basically says, where do I want to go?
Yes.
Where do I want to end?
Yes.
And so you must understand that point before you can do anything else. You have to know where is it that you want to go.
Okay.
So, for instance, if you want to save $1,000 this year,
Yes.
there's a goal.
Yes.
Or there's an end point to this goal.
Yes.
And many times what happens is once you set the goal, you'll end up superseding the goal.
Okay.
Because
it
gets your mind, once your mind gets moving in that right direction.
Yes.
Again, the goal.
Yes.
It sets you up.
Yes.
To put things in order.
I
as
agree.
You were talking about earlier.
Oh my gosh. And I noticed that when I started my saving goals.
Yes.
And once I reached a certain amount of savings, then it motivated me to save more.
You want more.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. Because it's so rewarding because like, man, I can do that. I can even do more.
Success is contagious.
Yes.
So the more you experience success, the more you want success.
Yes, definitely.
So the more you experience success, the more you get yourself engulfed in success. You start attracting more successful people, more goal setters.
Okay.
The more, see, it's like this. We know scripturally one can put 1,000 in flight, but 2 10,000. The more people you get connected with.
Yes.
See, your goal is going to put you in a position to connect with people who have something that you don't have.
Yes. Yes. I
and
agree.
then somebody else will have something that the rest of the crew doesn't have.
Yes.
And then what happens is it begins to be a snowball effect.
Yes.
So what started with like a small goal now is blowing up to this big thing.
Yes.
Just so when you bring a guest on the show, you're connected to somebody else's goals.
Yes, definitely.
And so when the listeners look at this,
powerful.
the viewers look at this show,
yes,
they're connecting to something else because now I'm presenting a voice to you that says it's possible.
Yes.
It's possible for you to live the life of your dreams. I have a saying that the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it.
Yes.
And when I say that, it brings me back to that place of my goals. What is it I want my life to look like?
Yes.
What is it I want the people around me to experience and come in my presence?
Yes.
Those are all parts of my goals. So there's an end result that I start with from the beginning. So you have to have goals. If you're going to be successful in finance, in life, you have to have goals.
I agree. And because you have to it has to be measurable.
Yes.
If you don't have a goal, then you don't know if you've reached
Success
it.
is measurable.
And so it's got to be measurable so that you can know that you're reaching it.
And a lot of times people have gotten caught up in just doing things just for the act of doing things. Or even some people call it, they do it because they love it.
Yeah.
But even a relationship, we're here on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Even a relationship has measurables.
Yes.
You know if you're being nice to that person.
Yes.
You know if that person is responding to you. You know if that person is in any way affected by what you give them.
Yes.
So you can measure based on the response. You got measurements.
Yes.
Of what you need to do.
Right.
If you need to, okay, she doesn't like this, so let me not do that again.
Right.
The same is true with your goals. And just
Right.
because you set a goal and let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Goals, just because you set a goal doesn't mean you have to accomplish it.
Right.
But it at least gets you moving in a direction.
It gets you in a direction.
Gets you moving. So if that doesn't work, I can look at it, reconfigure it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
instead of just saying,
Yes.
just sit on the bench watching everybody else live their life, I may have done something that didn't pan out quite the way I wanted it to, but I did get moving. And
Yes.
because I got moving, it drew energy towards me.
Yes.
So it's like every time you want to do something successful, every time you want to be great, I talk about championship living. I've played in championship games. I know what it takes to win a championship. So it again starts with the goal. We're going to go back. I'm going to stay on this point for a moment because people have to understand this.
Right.
The goal is important. The goal will have you doing the work that nobody else wants to do.
Yes.
The goal will have you. Let's see. If you're working out in the summertime, because most championships, let me take that back. All championships are won in the summertime.
Okay.
When you're doing the conditioning and doing the training, you're doing, like, those are things that nobody wants to do.
The
preparation.
That's the winning time.
That's what sets up the goal. Actually, the goal gets you in position to do whatever is necessary to get to that end point.
Okay.
So the training, somebody out there right now probably needs to go and read, take some exams for their licenses. But they may have been dragging their feet. But if you really want to be successful as a real estate investor or insurance broker, whatever the case may be, those exams are important.
Yes, definitely.
But if your goal is to be successful as a real estate broker, whatever the case may be, you have to do whatever is necessary to make sure that goal stays in the forefront of your mind and your imagination.
Yes.
So,
that's why it's important to have it written.
Yes.
It's important to have it written because you have to visualize it. And you need to put it somewhere that you go regularly.
Yes.
So that you can see it. Then I would recommend everybody put it on the refrigerator. Everybody eats every day.
Right. At least in the bathroom.
Right. In the
teeth.
bathroom. In the mirror. Yeah, those are two places you're going to go every day. That's for sure.
Multiple times in a day.
Yes. So that's so important to have a written plan.
Yes. And it goes back, and we're still on the goal.
Yes.
We're still on the goal.
Yes.
I also teach visualization. I'm big on visualization. I understand that if you can use your imagination, there's not much you can't accomplish.
Yes.
When your imagination is allowed to not run wild, but run free.
Okay. That's the difference.
It's the big difference because if your imagination is running wild, anything can be put in it.
Right.
And that picture that your imagination is presenting is so valuable. And actually, this comes before the goal.
Okay. The visualization.
Visualization. You have to see it. You have to see yourself as a success. You have to see yourself. If you want to be a successful parent, you have to see yourself as a successful parent.
Yes.
If you want to be a successful business person, you have to see yourself doing it. You have to see that. There's an old saying, or actually an old quote from Rocky. And Rocky was training, and his trainer, Mickey, was like, Rock, you see yourself doing good, you do good. And I never forgot that.
Wow.
If you see yourself doing good, then you do good.
Yes.
If you see yourself succeeding at this thing, then you succeed at it.
Yes.
So when you come back to the place of the goal, now I've already seen myself doing it.
Yes.
So this is child's play. I'm going to write it down now.
Yes. And then you walk it out.
Walk it out.
And then you have to determine what success means to you.
Yes.
Don't determine my success is not based on your success.
Right.
You have to determine what success works for you. And then that'll put you in the place, in the mind of I'm not being successful like this one. I'm being successful in what I can do.
Right. And we all have, and that's the beautiful thing, we all have a unique calling.
Yes.
We
definitely.
all have, none of us are here to do the exact same thing.
Exactly.
So I'm not suited to be Michael Jordan. I can't even dunk a basketball. But when I was playing on a football field, it was like putting a fish back in water. That was my design for that.
Okay.
I can even play baseball.
Okay.
But basketball, I can't even.
I can see that's a fielder. Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
In fact, ironically, when I used to swing, I looked just like him.
Yeah.
I look more like him than his son.
Right.
And yes, I did connect a lot.
Okay.
I miss baseball, but we had to move on to something else. Because I was moving, I had more goals. So now here I am helping people realize the life of their dreams.
Right. And then too, we could all have similar things that we're doing it, but we're going to do it in a different way. We're going to do it in a way that we've been designed to do it. Because many people teach finance, but no one teaches like I teach it.
It's like this. I was taking somebody somewhere yesterday, a family member, and I was driving.
Okay.
They got in the car with me because they needed me to take them somewhere.
Okay.
And while we were driving, they were trying to teach me how to drive.
Okay. Wow.
Showing me how, okay, you missed that, you missed that. Not realizing that because I'm in the driver's seat and the steering wheel's in front of me, I have a different perspective than they do.
Right.
So at that moment, when you come into my life, you have to trust that where I'm going,
yes,
I'm going to keep us all safe.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, I have so many things I need to accomplish. I'm not trying to get anybody hurt on my watch.
Right.
So
right.
my thing is just be cool.
Yeah.
You get in the car with me, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You come into my life, it's going to be okay. I'm not trying to lead you astray.
Right. You're in the driver's seat, so you're in control.
Yes.
Wow. So we're talking about visualization. You got to see it. You got to know. Then you got to set a goal. You must set a goal and make it attainable. And the thing I like also what he says is you have to make adjustments. You do make adjustments. You may have an ultimate goal to do one thing, but there are many little goals you have to meet to get there.
Yes.
And then that can change at any point in time in your life because your vision or your life can unfold and you say, oh no, my ultimate goal is not A, but my ultimate goal is Z, And so then you make adjustments. That's the same thing even with a budget. That's what I'm saying. Whatever you're talking about now, it transcends to every area of our life, financially, physically, successfully, however we want to do. We have to have a goal. You have to know where you want to go. I love Habakkuk says you got to write the vision and make it plain, because when you get it, you run with it, and you got to continue to remember it because it earns and it yearns and it wants to come to pass. It wants to. And so once you write it and you revisit it and you write it big on tablets and let everybody and watch it every day, it's going to come to pass.
And I'll even go a step further with that. I had a goal when I left high school. I went to the University of Michigan. I went there with the intention of becoming a mechanical engineer.
Wow, no way I was going to school for mechanical engineering. Are you serious?
Yes.
Because then I was going to Eastern for mechanical engineering. Wow. I was in the engineering club. I know we're off base here, but I'm just saying we're so similar. We share the same birthday month. He's like 2 days different. I'm the 20, you're the 26th, I'm the 28th.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I never knew that about you. All this time, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. Okay, I'm back. Go back. That is so ironic.
I really had a dream of building cars. I wanted to be a car designer.
Wow,
And,
wow.
When I got to college, some things changed, and I didn't realize that they were changing. And I believe what was happening was that my spirit was starting to awaken.
Okay.
So the things I had started off to want to do at age 18 were changing by the time I turned 20.
Yes.
And what I had to sit down one day and realize was that my ultimate goal, why did I want to design cars? It wasn't just for personal fulfillment. It was because I wanted to create something that would make people's lives better. Wow. So my ultimate goal was to create things that make people's lives better.
I love that.
So what ended up happening, now I'm doing motivational seminars. Now I'm writing books. Now I'm doing radio shows.
Yes.
We're going to launch a TV show later this year.
Yes.
But it comes back to my ultimate goal.
Yes.
I'm creating things that make people's lives better.
Wow. You just brought enlightenment to me today. That's what I was doing. I wanted to make people's lives better, and then I'm doing it financially.
Yes.
Man, I was going in my summer break. I got a job as an accounting clerk. And that shift took me to my destiny. Who'd have knew that I would love numbers like that, and that I would love dealing with, and here we are 30 years later, with 30 years of experience in this field, and I love it, and it didn't click to me that I'm designed to help make people's lives better. I'm making your life better. I'm making my life better.
It starts with the person in the mirror.
Yes, definitely.
When I was able to be free, to be who God was saying, who God says I am all along. I had anything that you thought up to this point. It all falls in line with your purpose. It all falls in line with your assignment. So, like I said, I may not be designing cars right now. But I am still engineering things.
Yes, you're designing lives. Oh my gosh.
So,
that's even more powerful. I mean, really, because those cars break down. And you got to get a new one every so many years, you know, and they depreciate and all that stuff. What you're doing, you're investing in people that's going to cause them to appreciate and grow and be better. Oh my gosh. I just got an epiphany today. See, if you can't hear from me today, for nobody else to know about that engineering thing, wow, that's wonderful.
Sometimes I still wonder, okay, should I go back and finish that?
Yeah.
But I'm happy knowing that I'm still on the right path.
Yes.
I'm still doing what I'm supposed to. I'm still at a place where I'm bringing beautiful things to life.
Yes.
And that's all we really want to do. Each and every person that you come in contact with, they want to bring beautiful things to life.
Yes.
Some people for other reasons, but I think the whole goal is to bring beautiful things to life.
Yes. Wow. This is wonderful. I'm telling you, call somebody, let them know we are here. We're talking about manifest destiny. We're talking about setting your goals, visualizing. How important is that? You got to get this year. Whatever happened in the past is the past. Yesterday, it's a canceled check. It's been cashed. Nothing you can do about it. Tomorrow, it's a promissory note. You don't know what's going to happen. Today is the only cash you'll have. You got to spend it wisely, okay? You got to spend it wisely. And we're giving out nuggets here that's going to help and position you this year for success. We are positioning, and I'm so excited because I'm feeling this. This is just like, I feel like things are opening up. The whole world is opening up before us. Get past where you are right now and see your future because it's looking brighter. Put on some sunglasses. Your future is looking brighter. I know mine is. I know yours is too. Oh man, this is an exciting show. So what else you want to share with us? This is some good stuff. You all call somebody, let them know we're on. We're talking about your manifest destiny, and it's going to happen with your visualizing it.
So the second piece of the puzzle, the second stage of the 3 stages is the process.
Oh gosh.
The process.
Let's just hold for a moment and meditate. That process will get you on it.
But here's the thing. It goes back to this point here. We started with this beautiful vision in mind. We wanted to bring something beautiful to life.
Yes.
And I was taught in physics that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Mm-hmm. The process is that line. Mm-hmm. Now, what happens is a lot of people don't allow that process to be a straight line.
I know.
A lot of people, some people have a rhombus. They're going around in circles. Some people
don't up and down like this. Oh my gosh, like a heartbeat.
Right. But the truth of the matter is, no matter how long you allow your process to be, the distance between the goal and the manifestation is still the process. It's still a straight line. It's still 2 points there.
Yes.
The truth of the matter is that so many people are looking for shortcuts.
Yes.
And you short circuit your success when you look for a shortcut.
Oh gosh, that is. You could say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
Many people out there right now are looking for shortcuts to success.
Yes.
And they're gambling on stuff.
Yes.
They're trying to find ways to not have to do as much work.
Yes.
When the reality of the matter is that every step away from your intended purpose, every step away from the required process for the manifestation of your goal is prolonging the process.
Yes.
So if you want to get to where it is you want to be, the quickest way to get there is go through the process.
Yes.
Strength comes by enduring.
Mm-hmm.
Faith allows you to go through the process because you understand that I already know how this ends. Mm-hmm. I know how this is supposed to end. I've already set the goal.
Yes.
We've already made the plans. We already know what is supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, whatever is the quickest way there, do that. Whatever is the most efficient way to get there, do that. Mm-hmm. You don't have to go and consult with 15 different people on that one. Mm-hmm. You know what you're supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. You know what this goal is telling you to do. Mm-hmm. So once you know what you're supposed to be doing, do that.
Yes.
And if you do that effectively, efficiently, you'll get there quicker than not. But this is where I end up having to coach a lot of people is in the process.
Yes, that is, and it's like, those who are biblical, you think about the children of Israel, their journey could have been a lot shorter. But they were going around and around in the wilderness all that time because they didn't want to do the straight process.
And here's the thing. Because people are looking for shortcuts, a shortcut says that I don't want to do it the way it has to be done. I want to do it my way.
Yes.
And Frank Sinatra said it, I did things my way.
Yeah, right.
Regrets, I had a few.
Yes.
Regrets, I had a few.
Right.
I've had a few regrets myself because, no, I'm going to do it this way. Yes. This is the way I want to do it. And that's just that. Mm-hmm. And then guess what? Mm-hmm. The truth of the matter is, as long as that goal is a part of your life, in which the truth of the matter is, the ultimate goal is always the goal of your life. Mm-hmm. No matter how many times you get it wrong, you have to come back to that same spot where you missed it.
Right at the beginning.
And get it right back.
That's it. And you talk about success. I think about when you're talking, I thought about baking a cake. You got all these ingredients. You got to get the flour, and you got to get the sugar. You got to get the right amount of it.
Wow.
Because once you get all them ingredients from over here, over there, you combine them.
Right.
The combination of those ingredients gives you that finished product.
Right.
And if you haven't gotten all the ingredients right, that finished product is going to be dry. It's going to be, if you don't bake it long enough, it's not going to be done. And you're not going to have a successful cake if you haven't followed the process of the ingredients, putting them together, the exact measure, not too much, too more, you know, because then that's going to determine your outcome. It's going to either be delicious, slamming, or it's going to be, let's do it all over again, you know. Then you got to go through the process again.
Right.
You got to spend more money, buy
more
more ingredients. It's going to cost you more. Oh, my gosh.
And it's amazing you say that, because that's the analogy I always use to describe this process.
Yes, it's going to cost you more.
Let me share this with you. 30 minutes into the process, 30 minutes into the process of baking a cake, the outside portion of the cake is already done. So if I look at it 30 minutes into the process,
you think it's done.
Oh, wow, it's done. And so I take it out. But guess what happens?
It's not.
You stick a fork in it, or you stick a toothpick in it, it comes out a gooey mess.
Yes.
And so many people have gotten caught up with
oh my gosh,
the process and watching the process develop. But not allowing the process to finish.
Yes. I love that.
But you get caught up with just getting enough of the trinkets.
Yes.
But not seeing the full manifestation.
Yes. Selling for less.
Yes.
Than the best.
I mean, in fact, actually, you could eat the top portion. You can, if you cut enough of it off, you can eat pieces of it, but it's not right.
It's not the whole. You're shortchanging yourself.
You're shortchanging everybody around you.
Right, everybody. No one gets the full benefit of the whole thing because you rush the process. You say, "Oh no, it's done." What?
And here's the thing. Even some cases like that, if you were to go in and take a piece of the cake away, it extends the process.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, in essence, if you don't allow the process to run its natural due course, and you try to short circuit it, or you try to go around it, or you try to do this, you try to do that, not only do you prolong it, but you jeopardize, like you were saying before, you jeopardize any type of enjoyment coming from the manifestation.
The success of it. Oh, my gosh. You got to hear this. This is so important. All of it are ingredients for success. The visualization, the setting of the goals, the process. OMG. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I've got more.
Oh, gosh, we got to just, meditate on those things. That is massive. But it's so important. It's going to position you. I'm telling you, this show is positioning you for a great 2014. If you take these tips and these this advice that we're giving you here, oh my gosh, you're going to be, I can't wait to the end of this year because I already see my success now.
Yes. This is your to fly.
This is the process now.
This is your to take off and soar.
So the end of this year, oh my gosh, I just know great things are in store. I know it's in store for you too. So continue to listen and call us. You can call the studio if you like to. We're here to answer any questions, or if you have any questions or comments. And that number is 248. We're going to get it? Yeah, 996-8954. I was looking at the wrong number there. But the number is 248-996-8954. If you want to call in, have a comment, or even have a question, feel free. But we're going to continue with this because this is really good. Hopefully you're taking your notes and you benefit, because I know I am. I know I'm getting information. So go ahead. What's the next thing? You hit us again.
So the final piece of the puzzle of the 3 stages of dream realization is the manifestation. You've gone through the goal. You set the end from the beginning.
Yes.
And you've allowed the required process to run its natural course.
Okay.
The third piece of the puzzle is the manifestation. Now you're in position to receive that what you saw only as an image in your mind.
Yes.
Or your imagination. Now here's the thing. If you don't allow the required process to run its course, the required process, every goal has a required process.
Yes.
If you don't allow the goal to run if you don't allow that process to run its natural course, it was required, the required time length, you're not qualified for manifestation.
Oh my
you
goodness.
are not qualified for manifestation. So a lot of people, again, when you try to short circuit and shortcut the process, you eliminate yourself from being even being worthy of receiving the manifestation.
Yeah.
So you have to keep your mind. It goes back to the D word you use.
Yeah,
discipline.
the discipline.
You have
I
to be
got these
disciplined in the
words,
process.
y'all.
The process is not to destroy you. The process is to build you up.
Yes.
You have to be strong enough to carry what you saw.
Yes.
Because but here's the thing. God says He's able to do exceeding abundantly more than you can ever hope for or imagine. So you have to understand that the manifestation of what it is you truly want is bigger than what you imagine.
Wow.
So your legs have to be strong enough to handle it. Your arms have to be strong enough to handle it. Your shoulders have to be strong enough. Everything has to be stronger. You're being fortified in that process. Mm-hmm. And if you try to cheat the process, you're not worthy of the manifestation.
And you won't be able to handle it. Like you
can't
said,
handle it.
the process prepares you for the manifestation.
You look at a lot of young athletes. They want the success. They train their bodies, but very few times do they train their spirit and their soul. A lot of times you got young guys coming from areas where their father wasn't there and sports is all they had. And so when they get to a place where now they're 24 years old, they have tons of money, they don't know how to act.
Yeah.
They're not ready for the manifestation what just was been given to them.
Yes.
But here's the thing. It wasn't given to them. They worked for it. They earned it.
Yeah, that's true.
But they weren't completely ready for it. So a lot of times when you see a lot of young athletes growing up, they get pushed around certain things. Coaches may take shortcuts to get them to the place where they're supposed to be.
Okay.
Supposed to be technically.
Okay.
At least on the field or on the court, they're giants. They are champions. But in their minds, in their spirit, they're still broken. And one of the worst things that could ever happen to a human being is to be given the keys to something beautiful, and they're not ready on every level.
Yes.
On every level.
Yes.
You wouldn't. I know that you wouldn't give your daughter keys to your car.
No.
Not right now.
Well, no.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now.
No.
Because now's not the time.
Right.
And the same is true about the manifestation of things we truly want. If you cheat that process, you're not worthy of that.
Wow.
You're not worthy of what it is you want.
Wow.
So I've never heard of a child being conceived and coming out at 3 months, ready to do everything a child's supposed to do at 9 months. If a child comes out premature, they have to go through an incubator.
Yeah.
So you still have to, the process still has to be completed.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, this process is what's going to get you.
Yes. But it's what's going to make
the
you.
The process is what's going to make you. Yes. Either way, it's going to make you or break you. The process.
And it's your choice.
And it's your choice. Choices, I love that because you have the choice. And you have the power to achieve it if you want to. And I know you want to. And I know the process can be challenging. But either way, you're going to have to go through a process. Whether it's going to be a complete... I think about metamorphosis.
Yes.
That was another area that I've experienced in life is metamorphosis. And you can have an incomplete metamorphosis where the caterpillar doesn't totally develop into the butterfly. And so you don't get that beautiful thing. You get that messed up thing in between imagine half a caterpillar, half a butterfly. It don't even sound right. It don't even sound right. I don't even want to see what it look like because it's going to be a mess.
Right.
But if you want to get that true manifestation of being a butterfly, transforming from a caterpillar to a butterfly, you have to literally die. You have to commit suicide. You have to, not literally, not literally, don't take that literally, but you have to die to all of those urges and things that's going to keep you away from your success.
You have to die to yourself. You have to die because the process is going to require a rebirth.
Yes, a rebirth. That's it. You have to reinvent yourself because no way does a butterfly look like a caterpillar. It totally transforms your life. So once you have a goal to become a butterfly, successful in whatever area that is you want to be, then you're going to see yourself change.
Yes.
And you're going to be able to soar. You're going to be able to fly. And guess what? When you're a caterpillar, people don't think about you. They will step on you and kill. They don't care. But once you become that butterfly and you're soaring up, they're going to say, wow, look at that.
Something majestic.
That's beautiful. It is. Because it went through a process that was hard.
Right.
But it survived.
Right.
And you can survive the process.
You're supposed to survive it.
You have to survive the process. Yes, you're supposed to.
It's not meant to destroy you. It's meant to make you stronger. It's meant to make you beautiful.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, this has been very enlightening.
Let's go back to the process for a moment.
Okay, let's go back to the process.
There are people out there right now who are walking in unforgiveness because somebody hurt them. Because somebody said something about them, or somebody didn't. Their father may not have been there like they were supposed to. Their mother wasn't there like they were supposed to. They may have been divorced. They may have gone through, like I said, this is Valentine's Day. A lot of people they hate this day because it makes them think about all the things that they don't have or all the things that people didn't do for them. But the truth of the matter is this. The longer you hold on to something that you weren't designed to hold on to, the longer you hold on to something that no longer serves you, the longer you hold on to this thing that, in essence, has run its course, the longer it takes you to get to your process, finish your process.
Oh yeah.
So unforgiveness you can be at the stages of walking on up to this stage and taking your Nobel Prize. Unforgiveness is like getting ready to walk up on that stage and there's a big glass panel there that you can't get through.
That blocks you. Because
it won't allow what's on you to come through that and experience that beautiful place.
Wow. So it's so many elements.
I got a lot of stuff.
I've
been studying this for years.
It's so many elements, and you don't want to be hindered. You want to get yourself in a place where you can have manifest destiny. I tell you, you can't deny the process. You can't deny any of this orders that we're setting here. That these keys that you got to recognize these keys. You have to do all of them. You got to visualize. You got to write the goal, and you got to go through the process. And all of that is going to get you to the manifestation. But you cannot shortchange yourself. You cannot shortcut yourself because you're going to not have a good end product manifestation. And you will get a manifestation, but it won't be the one you desired. It's not going to be the one you desired. So, wow, Miles, I tell you, I don't know how we're doing on time. We got a few more minutes, so come on, share some more stuff with us.
Well, what I wanted to share with you is this. I want to share with you how I came to this point.
Okay. Let's do that. Give us your process.
How I came to this point of understanding this process, the 3 stages of dream realization.
Okay.
It came one day just reading, studying the Bible.
Okay.
And I was reading Genesis 8.
Okay.
And in Genesis 8:22, it states that as long as the earth remains, so shall seed time and harvest.
Seed time and harvest.
Just to paraphrase.
Yes.
And I liken the 3 stages of dream realization to that.
Okay.
The goal is the seed. The process is what requires time. And if you allow that process, you sow the goal or the seed into the earth, which means you visualize it. You've become the goal. Okay. In fact, you become the seed. Okay. When you sow that seed, over time, you will reap a harvest. Okay. You will manifest that which you so desire if you allow the required process to run its course. An oak tree has a required process before you see it sprout up. A bamboo tree takes about 5 years before you see anything sprout up. Wow. But it has a required process, and if you allow that required process to run its course, as long as the earth remains, so shall seed time and harvest. So that means that as long as we can see the earth, if you have a goal, you give it time, you will see the manifestation. Yes. You just got to wait on the process. Yep. It's a process, and the waiting is part of it, and the waiting is making it better. And waiting is not sitting on the couch. Right. Eating bonbons. Don't get that. And watching TV. I'm waiting. That's not the process. The process is you're going to have to put forth some elbow grease. You got to actively participate in the process. That's what it is. You actively participate in it. You got to make that second call when you're doing cold calls for insurance. You got to make that second call. I worked in insurance for a moment, so I understand it. Yes, cold calling was something I despised. I absolutely despised it. But I knew that if I didn't answer the second time, it's okay. 2 days later, I'm going to call you on the third try. Yes. And I'm going to keep calling until I get somebody. I mean, either yes or no. There's only 2 answers I can accept. Yes or no. And if you say no, somebody's going to say yes. Yeah, somebody you're going to say. And you just got to call enough people. You call enough people. It gets about the numbers. You throw enough rice on the wall, something's got to stick. Right, exactly. So you want to go through that process. And I tell you, you're going to be set up for success for this year. I want you today to go and visualize now where it is you want to go, where you want to be. Get a vision of where it is you want to go.
And once you get that vision, meditate. Meditation is so important.
Yes.
And I know you know about that.
Yes.
Why don't you share a little bit about meditation? It's so important.
Well, meditation goes back to visualization. It's allowing, after you've prayed, it's allowing God to speak back to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be in that still small place.
Yes.
Where the still small voice is the only thing you can hear.
Yes.
Where it's the loudest thing you can hear.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes a lot of effort. So meditation,
yes.
meditation is key to success, because anytime let's just be honest, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of things coming to distract you.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to tell you everything contrary to what you know in your spirit is correct.
Yes.
And you have to be at a place where only thing I hear is the voice of God. Only thing that's going to move me is the voice of God. So if you're telling me by your logic that this is impossible, I know that all things are possible to him that believes.
Yes.
So I had to get back in that place, and I meditate on that. I just focus on that one phrase.
Yes.
All things are possible to him that believes. Then all of a sudden, the things that were impossible are being done. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, the things that once were, but that the experts said that we couldn't accomplish,
mm-hmm.
Not only have we accomplished, we're on to the next thing.
And you know what else I want to say too, and I want to add this: we have to be careful what we say.
Yes.
We have to be careful what we say. You can have a goal and you can kill it with your tongue.
Yeah.
Just by saying negative things. You can't say negative. I appreciate our pastors because they're so adamant about teaching us about what we say and our words having power. And so we can have something, but if we're talking negative, that force is going to negate, it's going to cancel out your vision. And I think that was important. Somebody need to hear that today. It's watch your mouth. Watch what you say. Just don't say, I don't have and I ain't got. No, I have more than enough. When we're having challenges with our health, we say we're receiving our healing.
Yes.
We ain't with the other word. We receiving. We walking in health. You know, and
right.
You said, well, you know, you're lying to yourself. No, I'm speaking faith.
Right.
I'm calling those things that are not as though they were. And so we have to be careful what we say and how we say what we say, because our words, whether it's true or not, or whether it's good or bad, you're going to have what you say.
And here's another thing. The things that we say become spirit and life. Mm-hmm. So if I speak something out, it has the potential to become alive. You're giving it
life, yes, even if it's going to create death.
And the truth of the matter is that the things that we really already want already exist. Yes. We're just speaking them into this realm.
Yes, yes,
so people miss it. Like, the truth of the matter is that sickness is not a real thing unless you give it real power. Yes. So poverty is not a real thing unless you give it real power. Now, truth of the matter is that people, and you know, you have third world countries where people have been misled, where people their spirits have been crushed. Their spirits aren't allowed to rise up because they've been trained since they were born. This is the best you can do, and that's a farce. That's a lie. So that shows you that if a lie can become real to someone, how much more can the truth become to you? The truth,
yes. And so we have to speak the truth. In and out of season, all times. No matter what it looks like. It don't matter what it look like. It can always be better.
Yes.
You can always do better. So wherever you find yourself in life, get up from there. Don't stay in that state. Know that you can have manifest destiny. It's in you. It is in you. And I am so glad Miles has been on this show today. We've had a lot to talk about, and I'm sure there's a lot more we can talk about. Yes, if we had more time. You have to come back again.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, you'll have to come back again, and we'll talk more about this manifest destiny. I tell you, this is Rachel Kennedy with Real Money Matters, and we're only talking about just money, but other areas that's going to affect your life. All of this is the ingredients for success. We are giving you ingredients, things that you have to put together, and then you got to put them, allow them to bake, and allow them to go through the process so that you can get yourself a successful piece of pie. And so I'm so glad you tuned in today. Hopefully you got something that will benefit you. I definitely did. I'm so glad and appreciative for Miles Miller coming on. You can catch him. Why don't you give us your contact information if someone wants to contact you?
Well, again, I appreciate this opportunity, and you can reach out to me at go to my website, mileswmiller.com. It's MYLESWMILLER. You can tune into my radio show every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. on the Impact Radio Network. It's called The Miles W. Miller Show. It's a really inspirational 60-minute sprint. We're here to help you get over the hump every Wednesday night. You can go to that. You can listen to that show by tuning in on WatchImpact.com and just click on the radio link. And I'm telling you, people, I'm here for you. Reach out to me. I'm here to help you realize the life of your dreams, because the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it.
Wow, wonderful. And we're so glad you joined us today here at Real Money Matters. Remember always that your money matters. It matters what you make. It matters what you spend. It matters what you save. It matters how you manage the money you've worked hard for and been entrusted to you. And it's important that you manage your life. And that's what we had our life coach here today explain to you about managing your life and making it a success. So if you want to contact me, you have my email address is realmoneymatters@RachelRKennedy.com. I'd love to hear from you, hear your comments, hear your questions, address your questions if you have any. And probably, if you like, I can address them on air as well, because I'm sure if you have that question, someone else has that question as well. So until next week, remember, it's your money. Make it count.